Namaste and welcome you in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena. Generally in our daily lives, we ignore so many things which can play a very crucial role in our life, and we just put attention only those things which are obvious in front of us. For example, if we watch a movie, just we put our attention only to the main characters and we ignore so many things or the characters who played really very important role and very crucial role in the movie, which makes that movie a wonderful movie. Similar thing also happen in our career as well. In our career, we don't put attention to the things which required to give us a really a wonderful jump to grow in our career. Okay, yesterday I discussed about how ethical hacking is helpful for different IT professionals, network engineers, even security professionals, and give a very handful skill to understand the different side of the security, just to giving the insight to understand how the hackers are working, what tools they are using to collecting the information from our organization, which they identify which vulnerability exists on our system, and that vulnerability they use to exploit the system, and later they just implant the attacks. It can be attacking on our data, it can be attack on our servers, web server, application server, database server, on our cloud, IoT devices, and in anything they can just attack. So the question is, when we are going to learn the ethical hacking, what kind of opportunity we can encase? Okay, that's the main question, because until unless we will not able to understand what type of things we will get after doing or just purchasing something, then we will not convince and we will not utilize that knowledge in a particular direction. Okay. So today I will discuss about the opportunity after learning ethical hacking. Guys, cybersecurity is just not a course, it's a big umbrella where so many skills you required for specific job or specific role. There can be multiple roles in cybersecurity field, which some obvious role we know all of them being in IT field. But there are many job roles which we don't know even. If we don't know about those, just how we can empower ourselves or arm ourselves for those specific roles. Okay. So cybersecurity just start from the awareness till the expertise in specific job role. Okay. When we are just talking about some policies, something we are implementing, or for example, let's just take an example. Security personnel decide to implement a strong password policy, and then they just attended, they decide to give that training, how important that our password policy and what exactly it is, and if you will not follow that policy and you will violate that policy, what will be the consequences for you at personal level, at professional level, and for organization. Okay. So when we are just making them aware what and why, that means we are making the awareness. When somebody will learn some tools, techniques, implementable skill set, okay, that's to understand those things, what job roles I will apply, or I will be competent for doing all these things. then this is what essential skill sets. Okay, later just having those skill sets, they just selected for a job role, and even at that time some training required, some education required, and then they just got experience. Similar way they can go for the intermediate level. Over there the same process will repeat and similar things will be happen on the advanced layer, because it's not a we learned something and we will going to stop ourselves. Okay, stop, now I don't want to learn more, because in security field things are changing so rapidly because cyber crimes are changing so rapidly and they are doing wonderful job. So just putting a challenge for security guys as well. So it's just continuously learning process if we want to grow and just we want to stay in that industry. So the point here is that we either just we are able to understand what type of roles can be, where we can prepare ourselves to implement for those roles, or just we would be able to work for those roles. Okay. As per the National Initiative for Cybersecurity Education, NICE, they just did a wonderful work. Okay. They categorize 360-degree work, what is just inside a cyber security. Either that starts from awareness program to the learning something, or just making the policies, configuring the devices, maintaining the devices, okay, collecting, just understanding the logs or whatever the analysis tool they are using to understanding those, mitigating processes who are just making the policies and implementing, or for the specific kind of company what compliance we need to follow. For example, if a bank or some organization keeping data of a credit card or monetary related, they need to follow PCI DSS, and for the help it's a HIPAA. There are some other many compliance for different kind of industries. And for example, some attacks happen, then cyber investigations, just collecting the forensic data. So lot many things, different roles in a cyber security field. NICE did nice work and they just organized all those things in different work role. They just categorized into 7 categories, and after the 7 categories they just divide into specialty areas. There are around 32 specialist area, and in those 32 specialist area there are multiple work role. For those performing those work role, you need special kind of knowledge, skill and ability to perform. Okay. So later I will discuss in detail what type of job roles are these and how they just categorize. So just we need to understand what type of job roles they can be and how those work, because in a field of cyber security we need to prepare ourselves for such kind of job roles. There is initial point, but we also must know it, where we need to go, what is our target, where we should be and what steps we need to take care. Until unless we don't know this type of role exists in the market and highly required and highly payable skills, then definitely we will not able to prepare ourselves. We will not put enough effort to learn all those things. Okay. Now I will present some data that's related to some specific kinds of job. That's the data from for US. Okay. And for even cyber security professionals, the salaries, average salary is $80,000 average salary. And if you have the more years experience, definitely it can be 150K. Okay, and it can be more skills you will increase in your CV, more ability you have to do the better jobs, definitely you will be able to earn higher monies. Okay, and the question is, how much manpower are available for such kind of jobs? I'm just talking about the broad term cybersecurity. I'm not just targeting to specific skill set in cybersecurity. So, as per the data, there are globally around 3 million manpower required, and which is just the gap, means current whatever we are having, and the gap is 3 million professionals, cybersecurity professionals required for different kind of jobs. Even in Asia Pacific, it's 2.14 million, and North America, it is just going to touch 500K manpower required, and in Europe and Latin America is just about to touch 150K cybersecurity professionals. So guys, there are really a wonderful opportunities in cybersecurity field, huge manpower gap. Those who will take the initiative and learn the cybersecurity skills quickly, definitely they will be the leading cybersecurity workforce. Okay, so understand this gap, and this is really a wonderful data, eye-opening data, which can give us enough motivation to start our career, or just to just give a serious thought about cybersecurity, what we can do with our existing cybersecurity, where we are lying right now, and what we can do with our existing skill set we are having. I want to also present some more data which is in different areas, the manpower required, or the what are the gaps in the existing manpower. So in case of network monitoring, if you need the manpower, or that can be security administrator, risk management, or security awareness program, or security engineers, intrusion detection, cloud computing, IoT. In all of the fields, cyber security is requirement more than 50%. So you are intelligent, you can think by own how much manpower required and how much beautiful, brilliant opportunities are waiting for as a cyber warriors. Okay guys, so I just want to know right now with the existing skills where you stands in terms of cyber security, or do you really want to start your career, or who are already in the field of security, what they can do to enhance their skills? Do you want the initiative, or if you are thinking, then as per the current knowledge or the current skill set, what will be your starting point? Okay, I want your opinion about these things, and tomorrow I will discuss about what are the job specialist area, possible jobs and roles in the cyber security. Until unless we will not able to understand what type of jobs are there in market, as I told you initially, only we know only few of them which are obvious, but there are more job opportunities, even many times we haven't heard about it, those exist, but that's there, and lot of opportunities are waiting for you guys. A bright future is there. So for the day, stay safe. Namaste. See you tomorrow with this topic, cybersecurity possible jobs, specialty area and workforce.